kids doing shit with rabbits.
It's unrelenting, it's unrelenting. Just when you thought we were going to relent, it's unrelenting.
They always think you're going to relent, and Gene
Well, they have a point.
It happened, 1, 2, 14 weeks in a row, whatever it may be. But it wasn't as bad as Grumpy Old Bands. We went a year and a half between shows there.
Mm-hmm.
Here we only missed 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But now you got cat scratch fever or something.
I got something though, right?
I mean, you were flying private, so how'd you even get sick?
Yeah, that's a damn good question.
It seems like maybe your handlers are trying to infect you. You might want to get off the grid, man.
Yeah, because I had the whole first row myself.
And germs, of course, can't move forward in an airplane cabin.
No.
It's physically
Thankfully,
impossible.
germs, they stay to the rows.
Right, well, because the airplane is moving at such a high rate of speed that the germs, when they leave somebody's mouth,
they all blow to the back.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's just physics, man. It just makes sense.
It's total physics, yeah.
Wouldn't that be awesome if you were flying, if you just held a can up in the air and let go and it just went flying backwards?
Yep.
I mean,
that would be pretty funny.
Yeah. That's something like
well, if you're
Bugs Bunny.
accelerating, that's exactly what happens. But our planes do not fly with a constant rate of acceleration. It would be cool if they did. Imagine how fast you get from A to B.
Yeah. It would be a lot worse, though, if you weren't vaccinated, Gene. So, thank God.
I mean, for what?
Everything.
Mostly not. I mean, last vaccine I got was in 1971. So
It was what? You popped out you were just when you were born. That was the last
pretty
time.
much.
They're like, here you go.
Haven't had a vaccine since.
It's a Gene vaccine. Well, we're glad you're back in beautiful Tejas.
Yes.
Here in Chiraq, we're dealing with the wildfires. I feel like
What's
California.
Is that a basketball team? I've been keeping reading more about the women's basketball.
Yeah, that is the Sky. The Chicago Sky is the
same thing.
The WNBA team.
I thought so. Is it's the Indiana wildfires or something?
Yeah, the Indiana Fire, I think, is what Caitlin Clark and
yeah. I've been
Sophie.
watching a lot of those videos on the plane.
Now, Sophie, if she actually had boobs, would be killer, man.
Dude, they're both cute.
Wow, you're a Caitlin Clark fan? I didn't take you for that, but
why?
I don't know. It just didn't seem like she would be in your wheelhouse.
Seems perfectly fine to me.
You're like, as long as she knows how to make a sandwich.
Well, I mean, I'm sure she does. She looks like the type.
It's vitally important. Make me a sandwich.
Yeah.
But the Canadian wildfires, this is the first time that I recall looking outside into the real world. I mean, it's scary, I know. But looked out of the front of the house and I'm like, do I have my cataract? Is that getting worse? It's like, no, it's smoke. You could actually see the smoke it's so bad. The smoke coming in from the Canadian wildfires, whatever part of Canada they're in, I don't know. But there's enough smoke here south of Chiraq that you can see the smoke.
You tell me
in the
that
air.
smoke is coming across the lake?
It's coming across the board. Well, it's probably not going across the lake because we are west of the lake, and it's probably moving from west to east. So it's coming down from Canada.
All the time I've known you, I've never bothered actually looking up where the hell you are. You're west of Chicago? I thought you were south of Chicago.
Well, pretty much south, but the Lake Michigan would be east of Chicago.
Yeah, sure.
So the winds are coming from the west.
Yeah.
It would have to go over Chicago before going over the lake.
Okay. So the winds are coming from the east to the west? That's weird.
They're coming from the west to the east.
Oh, they're okay.
And of course, we are west of the lake. So you said it's coming over the lake? No. If I was east of the lake, I'd be in Michigan with Ned. I'd be like, hey, look at those assholes in Chicago over there. Fuck them.
So you're in Aurora, right? No, you're in Joliet.
Closer to Joliet, yes.
Yeah.
Just a little bit to
now
the
I'm
east
looking at it. Yeah. Okay. I see what you're saying. Yeah, so I figured you were directly south of Chicago, which kind of Joliet is a little bit to the west. But Chicago, yeah, you're right. It is like a 60-degree angle with the lake.
And also smoky as fuck in the Detroit area, according to NetNet. So even over the lake, the smoke.
Well, that's for a different reason, but yeah.
So a lot of people smoking pot. I don't know.
Uh-huh, exactly. That's exactly what it is.
They're all very high. But I don't remember this ever. And I know people are be like, yeah, global warming, man. No, it's a fire. But I don't remember ever there being fires large enough in Canada or anywhere where there was smoke in the air here.
2 or 3 years ago, probably 2, there was a bunch of fires in northwestern Canada.
Yes, but when we were growing up, did this ever happen when you were living in Minneapolis area?
No, we didn't have fires back then.
Right? But it's very weird.
They had, yeah. Because they're all man-made fires, dude. But there's a ginormous fire in Canada where I have a friend.
Well, that's going to be fact-checked.
In fact, stayed at his house this a few days ago here. But his house overlooks Puget Sound. It's got a real nice house, like 500 feet right above the water, kind of thing.
On stilts?
No. I mean, it's 500 feet on stilts. Come on. But it is on the mountain side overlooking the water. Very pretty. Usually has a beautiful view. When that smoke was there and I was at his house, like you barely saw to the edge of the water and not any further through.
Yeah, it's heavy, man. It's
dense.
Weird.
Yeah.
I was not expecting it because, again, growing
Which incidentally is apparently the way that New York looked all through the 70s.
Yeah, right?
Mm-hmm.
For different reasons.
Well, Canada, same reason.
Fuck Canada.
Mm-hmm.
How do these things cross the... Why don't we put a bunch of big fans
there was a picture...
Blow all the smoke
blow the wind.
Right back.
We should.
Yeah,
we should.
Wind machines.
There was a picture that I think it was either posted by Marco or somebody posted it along with the text from Marco. But we've shipped back another illegal alien that apparently had hit. It was a video clip of this one woman hitting another woman in the head. And it turned out the woman that was hitting the other woman in the head was an illegal resident.
From Canada.
Tucker, right? From Canada. Yeah. So we shipped her back. And I'm like, fuck yeah, we should ship all them Canadians back.
Pretty much. This is when she was married to somebody, and he's like, why? It's like, well, you're an asshole. If you're here illegally and you commit a crime, bye-bye.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, okay, I'm not talking like you get a speeding ticket, but you assault somebody because they're wearing a MAGA hat? If you want to be involved in political
no, fuck
violence,
that. Just ship all the Canadians back. Done. End of story.
Then all the Ecuadorians and the Mexicans and the
Jim Carrey gone.
The Italians and the
let's
Japanese.
start with the real troublemakers.
What about the Russians?
The Canadians.
Yeah, the Canadians.
What about the Russians? What, you got a problem? You're about to have a problem.
Yes, Uncle Vlad. How are you doing today?
Good. I got my caviar run done, so that's good.
Oh, the caviar guy got there. That was important.
No, I have to fly out to Seattle.
They don't deliver anymore? Wow, the caviar industry.
Don't even get me started.
Yeah, you flew out to Seattle, and then we're in Seattle while a grumpy old Benz happened. I mean, you should have just popped in.
I was literally probably a few miles away. Yeah.
They're like, Bemrose, that's my show.
Was busy doing shit, but yeah.
It's all fun and games until the whole country's on fire, literally.
It could happen. Canada.
The social media response from Democrats is very interesting to the Trump speech, including, Nancy Pelosi just posted Donald Trump's a loser or something like that. There was nothing to do with the content of the speech. And loser, I saw that popping up from all the usual leftist fucktards yesterday. So this was the word. And again, people, if you don't understand, there is actually a fucking conference call and a memo that goes out every day with, here's what we're all going to say today.
Yep.
And you can tell because of the fact they all parrot the exact same thing. And Donald Trump did not relitigate the old election. He's like, moving forward, we need to make sure our elections are secure. And why are the Democrats saying, no, we don't need to do that?
Yeah.
Does that not tell you something? But this is why, and I was confused about it for a little while, about why there was so much lying and misinformation on the internet. And now I understand, I believe, the reason is you can't believe anything, no matter what. I mean, there was a viral clip that went of a military plane doing a flyover in Florida. Most people saw it if you're online. And, you know, it took the little tents and the sand all flew up. It was at an air show kind of a thing. And the plane flew over, and this ignited social media. And there were a bunch of posts. And I saw a dude like, oh, the pilot's been exposed as Amanda something, blah, 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 blah. So I went, you know, and like, oh, this is going to be like, oh, and the usual kind of insanity that goes on online. Right. So then I went into news.google.com and typed the woman's name in, and she was like the first woman that was a part of this elite, whether it was the Blue Angels or whatever it was. But she had left that group 2 years ago. But there were threads, you can find them, of people arguing and saying she was the one and she's going to be suspended, blah, blah, blah. And, oh, it's because, you know, she's a woman. Oh, I bet you, just some very weird stuff. But it was a blatant lie for zero reason, because it obviously wasn't this woman. Pete Hegseth has now come out and said, well, they're not punishing anybody. That was fine what the pilot did. But this is the insanity that goes on social media, and people just
the
make
helicopters
no, this was a fighter plane.
Because I remember Hegseth stepping in and saying the helicopters didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah, that was the one that were doing by a Kid Rock's place, and then another. Yeah, you're right. There were helicopters a couple of times. This was a jet, and it was a great video because the jet was low enough where everybody that had like their little, you know, plastic canopies and stuff that they brought to the beach, everything was flying because this plane went low enough that it just shot sand up everywhere. And the great thing was funny. Everybody that I saw that was quoted that was there was like, oh, it was scary, but it was awesome, dude. We thought we were going to be taken out by the Blue Angels. And that would be one way to go, I suppose. But why would somebody post that? Oh no, we have new breaking information. The pilot involved was this person. When that wasn't true, why would you even start that? Why would you be is it really that many clicks? Is that it? Is it because, it's either that the whole concept is nobody can believe anything they see online, or people are so desperate for fucking clicks and interaction that this is the way to do it. Make shit up and hope it gets people riled up.
This is why we don't have an audience.
Right. Because we're exposing why it does. We don't do this.
Make enough shit up. Yes.
Right. We could do that. It would not be hard to make shit up for 2 hours, like the Candace Owens of the world. Like, oh, Gene, of course, we have breaking news here that NetNed was the one outside of the building when it exploded. I don't know why the police aren't talking about this.
He's probably paid off by the Jews.
Seems like a cover-up, big cover-up. And it goes on like that for hours and hours and hours.
Yeah. It's called grift.
And now
I used to be on Griftcast.
And now you have the Democrat politicians just saying, oh, Donald Trump's a loser. Well, see, but here's the thing. If what he is saying, Democrats, if what he is saying is incorrect, you will make him look worse by proving what he's saying is incorrect. If you listen to what he says and all you have is, he's a loser, well, then you're probably covering something up.
Where's the loser thing coming from? I don't understand that.
I don't know. Go look at Nancy Pelosi was one of them. Just during the speech, Donald Trump is a loser. That is all she posted.
I mean, all that is a good rationale for why the 19th was a mistake. That's really about it.
The 19th.
I don't know. You probably didn't see what I posted on X yesterday because you don't really look at my.
I saw Nancy Pelosi. I mean, I didn't see. You know what?
You saw Nancy. You didn't see my stuff.
I also noticed I interact with any fucking Democrat telling them they're a retard. And all of a sudden, the algo changes to all Democrat content. This is a real thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Absolutely. 100%.
I will never see Gene's post again because I posted something in a thread by an obvious leftist loon.
That's all you're going to get. They're like, ooh, that got you to post. Let's give you more.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Like, I'm aware of that. But so many people don't know.
Yeah. Well, I posted a picture of Marco Rubio as Marcus Rubius and wearing the traditional Roman emperor garb. And I said, we've tried Republic. I think it's time for us to go back to a empire.
That's what Democrats want. They want the presidency
I'm all for it. We're in sync then. I want an empire, man.
Yeah. They're just going to not like
Rubio
who's leading
elected
it.
for life.
They're just not going to like
once
who's
he gets in there, nobody else gets in there. We're done.
This is it. The Democrat Socialists, they released their platform, and it's like, we don't want a president. We want to get rid of the Electoral College, which if you're getting rid of the president, of course, what point would the Electoral College have?
Yeah.
They want to get rid of the Supreme Court because all courts should be subservient to Congress. It's like, go fuck yourself.
Mm-hmm. Well, they are. I mean, this is where it's a lack of understanding. All that courts do is interpret what Congress says.
Yes. Congress gets to make the law.
The Congress can change the law 180 degrees if they wanted to.
Yes.
And the courts have to follow.
Yes. If Congress passes a law that it's okay to hang child molesters, then it's legal to now do that. You're right. The court only interprets the laws as they are on the books.
Yeah.
And not really interpret, they should be guaranteeing that the laws are followed.
Right, but the interpretation comes in because the makeup of Congress changes every 2 years. So you have to interpret for the Congress that actually passed the law and not for the current Congress, because this is how we get into, interpretations that say, well, while there's a Second Amendment, there's also no right to actually buy guns.
Right.
What? Oh, Chiraq. It's which incidentally, there's a court case that the Supreme Court said it's going to hear, which everyone in the Second Amendment legal arena is predicting will remove all state laws banning any specific guns. So California, New York, probably Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, anything that is like, well, we don't like black guns with short barrels, all that crap, apparently is going to go away because their interpretation is predicted to be very traditional Second Amendment and saying, no, a gun is any firearm or a firearm is any firearm. And you can't say firearms are protected, but not these.
Right.
No,
it makes zero sense. Or, you can have a magazine with 5 bullets, but 7 is a felony.
Right. Exactly.
Like, it doesn't make any sense. And they don't understand how guns work, or they're just ignoring how guns work.
Yeah. Well, I think the Onion, even way back when the Onion didn't used to be totally lefty, they did videos on that. And I'm sure Babylon Bee's done videos that demonstrate the stupidity of the anti-gun people in the way they describe the laws for guns when they make them, like the Nancy Pelosi tapes.
And J.B. Pritzker, who said twice the other day, so it wasn't a flub, because I flub things all the time, that you have these semi-automatic AR-15s that can fire up to 60 rounds per second. And he said that multiple times.
Sign me up. I want that.
60 rounds. Yeah, but you couldn't afford the ammo then. That would be everybody would be poor, because what's a nice bullet round now is costing about 50 cents?
No. Well, it depends what caliber. No, you could get. I mean, 9mm. I think is around 18 cents if you get them in bulk. 22s are the cheapest, obviously, but they're not anywhere near as cheap as they used to be. Back 20 years ago, during Bush times, I remember buying a 500 pack of 22s for $9.
Woo! Now that is a good time.
Yeah, now that's, I think, more like $30.
Go down to the shooting range. Well, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, you can just shoot on your own property.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can make sure you're ready for anybody that comes in that's not supposed to be there.
I had so much ammo that I haven't really bought hardly any ammo in a decade.
Maximum wads of ammo. Probably got them by the pallet. Gene had them just trucked in.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're right there. He's going to find them under the ponchos. Oh, yeah, I had 10,000 rounds of ammo or more.
Yeah, each caliber, yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, I think that's about what it was, about 10,000 rounds per caliber.
Hey,
I remember when I emptied out my Vegas ammo stash, that was over 1,000 pounds.
Wow. When you're dealing with the amount of ammo you have in poundage,
yeah,
you're doing something right.
Yeah. Yeah, it was impressive. The truck tilted back.
The 60 rounds per second, though, can you even imagine? That would generate a little bit of heat.
I mean, I can because I play video games, so yes, I can imagine that.
And you have that. It's awesome.
It's so cool. I'm up to 144 now. It's even better than 60.
If you fire a gun in space, does anything happen?
I'm trying to think of the fastest gun I've fired. I know there's some really fast paintball guns out there. What's the new thing the kids do instead of paintball now? It's
huffing glue.
No. It's the small little rubber balls that the guns shoot. What is it called? Yeah, I'm spaced on the name of it. Somebody will know.
I'm not into it.
Listening.
It's not like a BB gun. We had BB guns.
Imagine a BB with a soft plastic ball instead of the BB. So they're smaller sized than paintballs. They don't burst.
Airsoft, says Net.
Airsoft. There you go. Yeah, that's it. Have you never watched a video of people doing that?
No.
They're very impressive. Some of these people spend thousands of dollars on their guns and ammo and everything and camos. And the advantage of these guns is, unlike paintball guns, they're just electrically operated. So you don't have to carry a heavy tank of, something with you like nitrogen or CO2 or anything. And the size is much smaller. It's smaller, in fact, than most ammunition. So they can hold a significantly larger amount of ammo. And because of those two factors combined, the guns for them look just like real world guns. So you can get an MP5. You can get all the guns that are banned in full auto using airsoft. And, presumably you're not going to
kill somebody
too much. Yeah. And I think even like regular glasses should block it. I don't think it'll break regular glasses if it hits them. So you don't even need special headwear or anything. Just cover your eyes so you don't go blind, but that's about it.
Yeah, you want to avoid things being shot into your eyes.
Yeah, that's generally not a good idea. And those things, you can get some guns with really high rates of fire. But I think the fastest gun I ever shot that was an actual firearm was it was a Tommy gun in 22 caliber full auto, and it had it was either 180 or 250 round magazine, and that thing was really high rate of fire. I don't know off the top of my head how fast it was. Maybe something that can be looked up for a 22 caliber full auto Tommy gun. See what the rate of fire in that is. But it felt like one of those BB guns at a amusement park that you're supposed to cut out the red star with.
Oh, right.
Because it first of all, before you were done, your barrel was glowing red, and you were basically seeing a light path going from the end of your gun to the target, and you're just moving that pencil around, or that, it looked like it was a solid thing that was just red coming out of your front of your gun. It was a very high rate of fire, but nowhere near 60 per second, obviously.
Those carnies had the good stuff.
Yeah, they have the stuff that you literally can never shoot out damn star with. That's what they have.
Yeah.
It's
why
it's a star shape.
You were better a marksman, maybe, Gene.
This is why it's a star shape. This is precisely like if it was a circle of the same diameter, you would totally cut it out. But because it's a star shape, you would have to shoot all the way around it, and you'll run out of ammo.
Right, but wouldn't it take more ammo to outline the star than just making a circle around the star?
Yeah. But
there's
two issues there. One is the guns are notoriously inaccurate. So if you're aiming for the center of the star, it's going to go somewhere either outside the star or maybe right into the star or maybe on the other side of the star. So you kind of have to aim at the middle. Otherwise, you're going to be just way off in general. The other issue is you have to have enough practice at shooting stuff to imagine what a circle around that should look like and then target that rather than something that's actually contrasty red in a different color that's in front of you. Most people aren't going to do that either. And then the third issue is the amount of ammo they give you, which seems like quite a bit, but it's usually in a little stick that's about a foot long worth of BBs. It actually isn't enough to cut out that star if you're going to trace. If the gun was more accurate and if you were trace a circle around the star, you would run out of ammo just as you're getting close.
You're saying it's fixed?
I'm saying the Carney games are made for you to lose. Yes.
No.
That's why they have the giant teddy bear sitting there as a prize.
But how do people win every now and then?
That is pure luck. If they win now and then, what essentially they managed to do is create enough of a weakness in the paper to where a hit ends up tearing off a piece of paper rather than just making a hole in the piece of paper.
Yeah, that would make sense.
And it's almost impossible to do it on purpose because, again, the guns are just damn notoriously inaccurate.
Right. You need to save ammo by kind of doing a perforated thing around the target and then hope that the hitting the paper would actually help tear those.
Yeah, it's really hard to do. And believe me, I'm saying this as somebody who's probably spent hundreds of dollars on this.
And working as a carny. I mean, Gene did that for a few
years.
Wait, for all the jobs you've done.
You found the job I've never done. I've never worked as a carny.
That is amazing.
I know, right?
I don't believe that.
Everybody's had a job or two, but is there a job that Gene has yet to do? I don't think so.
No, carny, we found out.
Yeah, we found it. So that's a job for me to do yet.
It's on the list.
I wouldn't mind doing it. I think it'd be kind of fun.
Harassing kids and drunken men trying to win prizes.
The closest I've gotten to that is at Renaissance Fair.
I could just see you, though, the guy coming up with the hot girlfriend or wife, and you're just like, hey, baby, he ain't going to win.
Yeah, girlfriend in quotes, yes.
Doesn't have a chance, right?
By the hour. Okay, yes, we're going to win a big bear for you. That'll be your compensation.
Gene's rented a few girlfriends by the hour, it seems.
Oh, who hasn't?
Where do you get the best pricing? How do you know you don't wind up with another STD? It's all hard to figure out. What people come to Unrelenting to find out.
Yeah, that's exactly what they come to Unrelenting for.
Right now, a lot of ears perked up. Like, wait, we could do this.
What are we talking about?
Gambling. There's gambling involved. It all depends where you are.
Cat. What? What about Cat?
We do not know anything. This is not medical advice. This is not relationship advice. This is not health advice.
Certainly not.
We try not to
we just don't give advice. But here's how you should do it.
Right. We're the non-advice advice show.
So I've really switched up some of my meds, man.
On purpose,
I just
or you
got
just
on
got
this new
confused?
one called dapagliflozin. Dapagliflozin. Just started this one.
Did you just find a bottle on the street? And
no, I had to order it. Had to order it from Amazon's. What a pain in the butt.
And what is this? What is this drug? This is another
this is a blood sugar reducing thing.
Mm-hmm. Well, when you're a diabetic, you want to lower your blood sugar.
Well, that's usually a good thing. Yeah, exactly.
Do you have to take it with a pound of ice cream?
Well, it helps.
It helps it absorb much better.
Yeah, I mean, like you want to make sure it's working, so you got to put some sugar in the blood.
Right. You want to then down a Dr. Pepper. It's fine.
Yeah, but it's that's a new thing. We'll see how that works.
Is it an actual new drug, or is this just new to you?
Yeah, I think it's fairly new. I don't know. But my point was, so between this and another one that I can't remember the name of that I switched to, I've reduced the total number of bottles of drugs I have now by quite a bit. Like I think this one replaced 2 and the other one replaced 3. So I'm really down to like 2 prescription drugs now, and that's it.
And how many supplements?
Well, maybe 14.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's going into the doctors now. It's much easier when I remember to take a printout.
Yeah.
Because they're like, you're on what? And that it's amazing to me
I know. Yeah.
When not the doctors, but the nurse or whoever. And sometimes I'm guessing it's not a nurse that's just kind of checking in. That's like, I don't know
what chick.
Right. Like what's taurine? What is, what is the quercetin? What is, it's like, they're just supplements, man.
Yeah. They're good stuff mostly sometimes.
It all depends on what your body needs, man. I just tried because they were on sale at Costco from the same brand, the Qnol. I was taking the CoQ10, but in its non-activated form. And then, like I guess your body then processes that to create the CoQ10. But for a slightly higher price, same brand, they have already processed CoQ10. And
pre-made CoQ10. Yeah, that's why I take the pre-processed CoQ10.
Like, why wouldn't I want that? Isn't that better?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't want my body to do work.
No. So that's the same reason you take steroids.
Yeah, give me the stuff. I just want
it's already pre-manufactured. Same thing. Same reason I take insulin. Body makes it, but yay, might as well take some more.
Yeah, your body it shouldn't have to work so hard.
No, exactly right. You want your body working just about the same as you work yourself.
Went in for my 6-month checkup and told my doctor about what happened with the nuclear stress test, and he's like,
"No, yeah,
they didn't tell you not to take the,
that's why I said, yeah."
I'm like, no. And he's like, yeah, maybe time for a new cardiologist. Like, this is it, but it wasn't the cardiologist. It was the nurse practitioners. And I'm not going to say none of them know what they're doing, but
why don't you just have a policy of no nurse practitioners?
I think that's where I'm going. And he said the same thing. I mean,
honestly, they should give you a discount if you're going to be seeing one of them, because they're not fucking doctors.
No, they're who you can see. If you
they were supposed to be a stopgap measure due to the lack of graduates coming out of medical schools. That's all they were supposed to be. And now they're like, there's way more of them than there are doctors.
Yes. And I get it. If you're not having any problems, maybe you don't need to see the doctor. Maybe you can see the next level down and they can verify that your vitals are good and nothing as crazy is going on.
Yeah.
But the minute you're having any problem, you should never be seeing the nurse practitioner, because it's never good in my experience. Maybe other people have different experience. In my experience, the nurse practitioners don't seem to know what they're doing. And I've heard enough of my dad's experience with the nurse practitioners. Same thing. I mean, the one time, whatever problem he was having, they were like, oh, well, we need you to go down to the urgent care where they can do this test for you. And they went down to the urgent care, and the urgent care is like, we don't do that. You have to go to the hospital. It's like, really? So they don't even know what they're talking about. It's just.
Yeah, the bottom line, though, is if you want to see a doctor, see a doctor. If you just need to get your drugs refilled, you can see anybody.
Yeah. I mean, you can even do that online.
Well, I don't know, man. My doctor kind of wants me to show up at least once a year
with your gun.
That's the other guy. That's the cardiologist is the gun guy.
Oh,
yeah. My cardiologist. We mostly talk about guns when I go see him.
Now, what I don't get is like Amazon's doing this now. All of the ED drugs, like the Blue Chew, where they're like, "Oh, just call into our doctors and they'll prescribe."
We'll just give it to you. We don't. Yeah, you don't need to.
It's like, oh my
it's like
God.
California. It's like it basically. Look, if you want this, you need a prescription, and wink, wink. We'll evaluate if you need one.
Right. On the phone.
Which you do. Obviously.
Right.
So.
Right. Well, especially
I think it's a real danger to doctors, or in a good way. I think that the remote medicine shit costs almost exactly the same, and sometimes cheaper. But here's the cool thing. You're not standing there or in line, or you're sitting in line and waiting for your doctor. It's in your freaking house or wherever you want to do. You just talk to them with a video, Zoom link, basically. And they tend to be more specialized. Like I just did one for apnea. So I'm going to go in and next week do a sleep study thing.
Oh, people get to watch you sleep. That's weird.
No, nobody gets to watch me sleep. So doing a sleep study involves getting a ring from them, which is stupid, but whatever. And then sleeping one night with the ring on. And then
interesting. This is what they're down to now. Like they're going to monitor how often you wake up.
So it measures everything. So it's like the medical device version of the ring that a lot of people are just buying for monitoring themselves. But this one measures more crap, but including obviously your blood oxygen percent, your pulse, how much you're moving around when you sleep. I assume it's also got a microphone to measure snoring. I mean, my watch does all this shit, so I don't really kind of the same. Plus, my bed actually has a monitor that measures some of that stuff, measures breathing, measures snoring, and measures movement, and pulse, and it measures pulse. So the bed does all that.
And it turns you, so you don't have to turn yourself.
Obviously, I mean, it's you got to get even cooking on every direction.
Yes. So. Yeah, you don't want to wake up sore.
No. You gotta get turned every now and then. But it's whatever. I mean, this is still a better process than what people used to do, which is actually go and sleep somewhere else, which is miserable.
Right, which seems very weird.
Mm-hmm.
And how would you even sleep? I would not. I don't think I'd be able to.
Poorly.
If you're like somebody. It's like being in the hospital.
Yeah, exactly. You never fucking sleep in the house. You barely close your eyes because there's so much noise and crap around you. And then they come and wake you every couple hours to check something.
Yeah, we need to take some
blood.
This
is the worst sleep in the world. Uh-huh. Yeah, horrible. I just do not want to ever stay at a hospital. Not interested. Don't need it.
Famous final words.
Oh, what the hell, man? Seriously, don't need that shit.
Gene's like, I've already done everything I want to do except work as a carny.
I've never worked as a carny. Yeah, that's probably in my future.
That's gonna be that'll be Gene's dying wish. I've never worked as a carny.
I know.
It'll be his final words.
I'm not ready yet.
Yes. I gotta find out how the ring toss is fixed.
Yeah. I think the ring toss is just hard because
physics.
It's sort of like basketball.
Yeah.
It's hard because you have to land a particular size ring above a particular size bottleneck.
Yeah, and if you're off even slightly,
between them
bounces.
is very close. Yeah. And they're both made of hard material. So it's not going to absorb any kind of jolt. It's going to bounce. So I think that's imagine like if you were to play basketball with a bowling ball.
Oh, yeah, that would kill somebody.
Well, okay, that aside, I mean, okay, maybe not a bowling ball, but like, let's say the ball was made of steel instead of rubber or leather or whatever they're made of.
It wasn't going to be bouncing off the backboard.
Yeah,
you would have to get it in every time.
Yeah.
No.
I guess actually kind of like a bowling ball is a better one, except for the weight part, because the bowling ball totally does not bounce. Like it is made to absorb that shock of being dropped onto a wood floor and keep from bouncing. Because when you're letting that bowling ball go not from ground level, but from like a foot or two up.
Yeah. And it goes flying.
And it doesn't bounce the whole way.
No, because it's heavy. And you got spin, you got English on it.
It's not the heavy part. I mean, if the bowling ball was made of something bouncy and like...
Oh, a Super Ball bowling ball. That would be
like
awesome.
A Super Ball.
That's a whole new game.
It'd be bouncing the whole way to the...
It'd be 14 lanes to the left.
Well, that's true too. Yeah. Yeah. It's just, you'd have to have actual partitions between every lane so that the ball wouldn't be bouncing off of there.
Yeah. I remember doing that once as a kid, accidentally holding onto the ball just long enough where it wound up in the lane next to ours. It flew. And it's like, oh, sorry about that.
Did you have a strike though?
No, I'm sure. Now that would be the best. The next lane over, and it's a strike. Like, there you go.
They're like, nope, that's good. Well, we're keeping that.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
It is.
Exactly.
It's been a while since I've bowled.
Same here. I'm trying to remember. I think last time I bowled, it was before I moved to... It was totally before I moved to Austin, because I remember trying to set up a bowling night with Adam Curry like 15 years ago.
Nerd. Were you going to bring your bike, your recumbent bike?
No, but I was going to bring my bowling ball.
We haven't mentioned the recumbent bike in a while.
I don't have a recumbent bike. I don't know what you're talking about.
Just want to add that back to the bingo card, just in case.
Well, that bingo card should be retired because I have not had the bike for quite a while.
You can get a new one, though. It'll be good for your health.
And then the rats ate my bowling bag, which sucks.
What rats?
I don't know. Whatever they are. Maybe they're not rats, but some kind of critters chewed through the bowling ball bag.
Where was the bowling ball bag?
In the garage.
Oh. In Austin?
Yeah. I
mean, that could be anything, man. You guys got some weird critters.
We have a lot of critters. Yeah, we have interesting critters here. You know, I remember buying these giant South American cockroaches for my lizards back when I used to have lizards.
For good eating?
And these things were like, like an inch and a half long. Big. Yeah, for eating.
Yeah, you think an inch and a half is long.
The lizards eat bugs. Yeah. Super long. And it's been raining a lot here in Austin. And I was out picking up a delivery or something yesterday, walking around the house. And I see this like 2-inch long cockroach sitting on the side of the house and just chilling because it was raining earlier. And I'm like, yeah, that's right. The Texas cockroaches are actually bigger than the South American ones. America.
Were you thinking it was good eating?
There's more meat on that Texas one than there is in the South American one. No, but I think it would be too big for the lizard I had to eat. I don't think it would fit in their mouth. This thing is like easily 2 inches long.
The Texans could just barbecue those things.
I'm sure there are some Texans that do, like the ones coming from the Middle East.
They like barbecue?
Yeah, they like food that's a little more unusual. Yeah.
Well, unusual is okay.
Cockroach barbecue.
If you don't say it was a cockroach, though, maybe people would like it.
I don't know, man. I don't think there's a huge amount of meat on those because they're kind of flat-ish. But did you know they fly?
Some of them, yeah.
And cockroaches have kind of a bad rap, mostly because of places like New York and Chicago, but they're like domesticated cockroaches. But wild cockroaches, they're basically ladybugs because they just kind of pull out their, their hard carapace on the back, and then they got wings under there, and then just kind of fly around. And they're, eating, street garbage, whatever.
That's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
Love the videos like in New York when somebody turns the light on and you got like 5,000 cockroaches.
A million of them running away. Yeah.
It's like, oh man, I don't want to see that. But then again, like every kitchen in every restaurant, it's like there's always a cockroach problem. It might not be that day, but they've had one at some point.
Yeah. Because if you leave anything edible out, they're going to smell it.
And they're going to find it. They're coming in.
Yeah.
Just like we had one fucking housefly that was flying around, and the thing landed.
Those are nasty.
On the fucking rim of my glass. I'm like, you fucking dick.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now
like,
you got to wash the glass.
Yes, exactly.
I've had to do that for years. Now you got to do it.
It's like everything was fine. Why would you do that?
It was trying to lay eggs.
Land anywhere else. Yeah. No, thank you.
One fly very, very quickly turns to a whole horde of flies.
Yeah. You definitely.
They seem to always be pregnant.
Well, they're all trying to get out of the smoke, which is out in the air now.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah, they're coming indoors just to breathe.
Here in Chiraq, it's like my mom, like, we haven't been able to go outside by the pool. Well, it's because it's 1,000.
Why is your mom a fly? Why are you talking about your mom all of a sudden? We're talking about flies.
Because it's hot and it's smoky, and you said they were coming in to avoid that. It's like
they are. Yeah,
it's bad shit, man. You can't. It's like it's too hot and too smoky to be. It's like, do not go outside. Well,
and you're probably like Europe out there without air conditioning.
Well, they barely run the air conditioning, which is the other problem. I've got the AC
flies
running. I've got two
all the time
dehumidifiers going.
Yeah,
and to make it,
man, I remember what it was like running a dehumidifier. That was good old days.
And you're like, really, the one
I can't do it because I have snakes living here, so I need humidity, whether I like it or not. They like it.
In the basement, I've got one, which is the newer one, which pretty much runs nonstop and drains into the drain.
Some pump thing.
Yeah. And the old one, which when it gets really humid, which it's been like this whole month, I put the old one on as well. And it's like every day the thing fills up, and I think it's like a 2.5 gallon thing.
Yeah.
Like
pure water.
The amount of water it's bringing. I've always wondered that. Like, should you do something with that besides just, pouring it out?
I mean, at least water the plants.
It's like...
you could pour it into a humidifier and then run that.
It's like the old Stephen Wright bit.
Give them something to do.
I bought a dehumidifier and a humidifier. I put them in the same room and let them fight it out.
Yeah, exactly.
I believe it.
And you connect them to each other, and the one feeds the other one.
This is why you want to live in space. Then you don't have to worry about humidity.
You do, actually. You do, totally do.
You mean the lack of?
Yeah.
Air?
You need to be humiditating the air. Because it's really harsh breathing in dry air. I mean, look at people that live in Arizona. Jesus.
They go there.
They shrivel up and turn into lizards.
They age like 40 years in the first year they're there.
They do. You really do. Yeah.
I live in the desert. It's a dry heat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a dry heat, right?
And that may be true, but doesn't mean your body likes it out in the desert.
No, we're not great at dry heat. We're much better at a slightly humid lack of heat. Like California feels like that's about what the climate of Eden used to be.
But we're going biblical.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying it's like perfect. Like when it's 70 degrees all day long and 65 at night, there's nothing you need to do to the temperature. Everybody in that, Southern California, like you can sleep with your windows open. You can have your windows open during the day. Like the outdoor air is indoor room temperature.
It's nice.
You ever watch Community? I can't remember if I asked you this before.
Yeah, I watched that about maybe 3 or 4 times through. I mean, I've seen it multiple times.
Great show. You remember the episode with John Goodman in there as the
AC
the head
school.
of the AC repair school? Yeah. The dean of the AC, and when he takes Troy into the room.
Yeah. Here's the secrets.
Yeah. You know, when people say room temperature, this is the room. That's what California, I like it. Southern California is. Yeah.
Nice and cool. The cooler, the better. And then I just usually, throughout the day, when it's really hot out, the thermostat will go from 70 to 71 to 72 to 73. Because downstairs, it's nice and cool because that's all the cool goes down. So I let that kind of creep up during the day. So when I go to bed, I can move it from 73 to 70. So it gives a nice blast where it runs for a while.
Yeah. And I think it is easier to go to sleep when it's blowing cool air in you.
You got the cooler, the better, man.
Well, I think there's a limit.
Haven't you ever been to the Ice Hotel in wherever that is?
No, I've never been to the Ice Hotel.
I thought that would be awesome. My wife will not go because she hates cold. She's like, you should go there. Like you actually.
I think she's trying to kill you, actually, but
I don't doubt that.
Yeah.
So I don't let her.
Yeah,
cook.
I'd go to the Ice Hotel. I think it's interesting. I've seen plenty of videos of it because they rebuild it every year.
Well, yeah,
I'm sure there's more than one too.
Yes.
Yeah. But I know Iceland's got it. Sweden's got one for sure. I'm sure there is plenty of other places that have the temperature to be able to build it. I think there's one in Dubai as well.
How do they do that? It doesn't get that cold in Dubai?
No, but they use money for insulation.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We barely use money here at all.
Yeah. Well, too much anyway.
We are a value for value proposition after all.
Don't remind me.
We do have a few people to thank.
Who's that?
Well, our usuals, which include our buddy Mark Kodra, who came in with 333 4 times, which is 1332. And we found out, he found out also, of course, about a week and a half ago that he's got cancer. So he needs some health karma.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, dude, he apologized for one of the donations was late. And I'm like, dude, it don't matter. Just take care of yourself. The only health karma we got is karma.
It's pretty good, actually.
Does it work? I don't know. I think, I'm not going to say it doesn't. So we hope you're doing all right. And our buddy Weenie Wawa came in with his $10.80 per month. It's great. If we only do one show a month.
Yeah, I've noticed that.
It seems like we have donors. So it's an interesting way to go. Then our buddy from the UK, Scott Codswallop 250 times 3, which of course is, 750. I can do math.
Yeah.
Kevin Seifert came in with his monthly $5. And today, via the boost, $5 from CSB, who says, please ask Gene. Today, I started taking Ozempic weekly. What advice does Gene have for me to survive Ozempic? Should I be taking other meds, some exercise? My goal is blood sugar lowering, not weight loss. I want to stop Ozempic once the levels are down. So medical advice, but not medical advice.
I can totally give non-medical advice. Yes. Yeah. So Ozempic, the first thing you need to figure out is whether you have any side effects, because luckily I don't. I've never had it from Ozempic. It is a once a week injection, so it's pretty easy. The higher the dosage, the more likelihood of side effects. So usually the doctor will give you the lowest dosage first and then see how you react to that. But really, I mean, you don't have to take any other stuff, but you will likely be eating less foods, which means you probably should start on a vitamin regimen. I'm not a fan of multivitamins. I prefer to take individual vitamins that have the specific things that you want to get more of, like 10,000 IU vitamin D, for example, some K2 thrown in there, and some magnesium, because you really should take all three of those at the same time.
Aren't there any good those like protein shakes kind of a thing that zap you with most of that?
No, that's the whole point of Ozempic is you could eat normal food. You can eat food that's tasty.
But he's not going to be hungry.
Want much of it.
So if you're not going to be hungry, but you want to get yourself the vitamins and minerals you need in one quick go, then something like one of those shakes might be. Or
I think it's better to take pills and then just eat regular food. Get some lobster and filet and stuff, and not worry about protein shakes.
Yeah, a lot of lobster, filet, and don't forget the caviar. That is good.
Yeah. Well, as long as it has cholesterol in it, it's usually good. That's usually a sign of good food, is whether or not it has cholesterol in it.
You and CSB are blood sugar buddies.
Yeah, exactly. Who would have thunk it?
I know.
Yeah, those East European genes are great. I tell you.
I know. My mom was like been pre-diabetic for like the last 15 years.
Oh yeah.
And she's always got metformin, of course, was one thing they put a lot of people on.
Nothing at all for me.
Yeah, for some people it's great. For some people it does nothing. So it must be like the.
It just tastes bitter.
Really, that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. But you just have to avoid those grains too. There's a lot of people. That's always with my mom when she was like
the one that I
up.
was surprised by, frankly. I mean, I kind of knew it would have it would jack the sugar up, but I was shocked by how much is rice, white rice, like sushi rice.
Yeah.
Because I like sushi. I've always enjoyed sushi. I've eaten a lot of sushi over the years. And when I first started using a continuous blood glucose monitor, and it's the free something, I can't remember the name of it.
The one they like jack into your shoulder or something.
Yeah. There's ads for it. Free something. Libre something. But you watch, which is pretty cool on your iPhone, like how the blood sugar changes minute to minute. And then, you have like a steak, you could slowly see it start going up, but not a huge amount. You have a potato and you could see it going up more, but still a pretty slow pace. And then you eat like one roll of sushi and it goes in a straight line up, like all the way up to about 300. Yeah, because I swear to God, rice turns to sugar faster than sugar. Like you could eat a spoonful of sugar, it's not going to go up as much. It's really amazing how quickly rice turns to sugar.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't understand that. They think blood sugar, like you have to be gorging on candy or something.
No.
There was one of her blood from my mom's
on rice.
Blood sugars test that was really high, and the doctor was like, what did you eat the night before? And she's like, spaghetti. He's like, never have spaghetti before you're doing a. It's like that's a lot of. Depends what grains the spaghetti's made out of.
But spaghetti actually is way slower to get absorbed than rice. Rice, like the two things that I remember from old days that you want to eat before you do any kind of a long distance run.
The carbo load.
Marathon or anything is you want slow carbs, which would be potatoes, roots of things, or like unenriched pasta.
Like unenriched podcasters?
Yeah, unenriched podcasters pasta. Because that stuff will certainly provide you energy, but it's not super fast absorbing. Because if you eat a bunch of rice the night before, all that rice is going to be turned to sugar within 5 minutes, and it'll be gone from your system by the time you wake up. So it serves no real purpose. But anyway, the only other thing I would say to wrap up the Ozempic thing is assuming that it works for you, and you'll know pretty quick. If you don't want to lose weight, if you're just doing it for the health benefits, which is originally it wasn't a weight loss thing. It was made for diabetics.
Although that was my question, because it seems like it totally kills the desire to eat. When you do eat, you get physically ill for some people.
They're probably taking too high a dose then, because you can have smaller doses if you get those types of reactions to it. I know for me, I do the 0.5 dose of whatever. There's 0.25, 0.51, I think it goes up to. But the thing it does is the feeling that it gives me for about 5 days, for the first 5 days, because you do it once a week, every 7 days. But for the first 5 days, 24 hours a day, I feel like I just had a meal and got up from the table.
See, that is just bizarre.
That's the feeling you have. It's just like that sort of, your stomach is full, you're satisfied, you just had a big breakfast and you just got up, or, lunch or something. And now you're ready to go and do stuff. And so that's essentially the feeling that it's creating. Now, one thing I didn't know until recently, I watched a video about, do you know what the history of this thing is?
No, I know it's been around. It started
off as research on Gila monster venom.
That's what this is based off of.
Yeah.
And the effect
So
that
Gila
it has on the
monsters-
human body.
Well, the Gila monsters are really cute little critters. They're little reptiles.
How many do you have as pets?
I don't, but I've always liked them. I always thought they were really cool. They're not too big either, but they are one of the only 2 venomous reptiles, or venomous lizards, I should say. There's obviously other venomous snakes or reptiles, but there's only a couple of venomous lizards, and this is one of them. But what's interesting about them is they only eat like once every month or 2. And they eat, pretty good meal, but they eat more like snakes, so rarely. And what they found is that even though these things eat very rarely, they maintain very good blood sugar the entire time. And further research then into that discovered that they produce a GLP-1 protein that is slightly different from what we produce, which is the signal to your brain saying that you've now had a good meal. And the one that we produce naturally, the peptide, is it's a short lifespan peptide. So it basically disappears, or its half-life is very short. So it disappears out of your system in less than an hour, usually within minutes. And that you'll notice that yourself. Like if you're not taking any drugs, you don't have diabetes, you don't have any weird issues, right? You're a normal person. You'll have that satiated, I just ate feeling after eating a meal, but that feeling starts dissipating almost immediately, and it's usually gone within about 45 minutes to an hour. Like you no longer feel like you just ate a meal.
Right, especially if you ate Chinese food.
Okay, there you go. And but the Gila monster version of this has an extremely long life. And so it doesn't really dissipate. And that's where they started this, open up the can of worms of the GLP-1s, where they're now all these derivative drugs are running off of this same peptide, essentially peptide connection. So, and there's more and more of these drugs coming out. They're not done yet. Certainly, Ozempic is not the last of it.
Well, no, because it's a cash cow for one.
Oh yeah, big time.
And I'm intrigued by this drug for somebody like CSB, who, according to Adam Curry, I mean, he's like an Adonis. So if you don't need to lose weight, he's got the long flowing. He's like Fabio.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
But if you are in shape and don't need to lose weight, could it not be dangerous to take something like this? You're gonna need to eat whether you want to or not. Yeah. You kind of have to force yourself to take the calories in.
Yeah, exactly. But you don't want to get like bad calories like rice, right? So I think it's just, if you're taking the drug without a goal of eating less, you're going to have to force yourself to eat the same, which will feel like you're eating too much.
Yes.
So I would say probably just focus on the fats. Use more fat in your meals than you normally would. Butter on everything. I'm not a big fan of seed oils or anything like that, but
no, because
I am a fan of butter.
Yeah,
and
pure
avocado.
American or pure Irish butter, if you can find it.
Yeah, except that it's not, because we talked about that.
You believe people on YouTube. You believe these folks.
Yes, I do.
You believe the crazy people on the net.
Literally made in China, and then with a marigold sticker on it.
Oh, that's why it's the best. And also why it tastes like soy sauce. Now I get it.
Yeah, why does it taste like soy sauce? Yeah, exactly. But there's a lot of sauces you can add to foods that'll make them taste great. And then also add some fat calories, which I think are going to be the easiest additional calories to get so you don't lose weight. But also, obviously, working out and any kind of physical activities is something that will promote more hunger and will get you to actually keep eating. And if you're working out, you should be eating more protein.
Yes.
Not nutritional advice, but you should definitely be eating more protein than somebody who's not working out.
Well, and that was the other issue. We talked a little bit about this also with our doctor. And he's like, for the people that are on, he's like, again, there are some people this works great for as far as for weight loss. He's like, but it is not a standalone product and way too many. It's the same thing why people shouldn't get this prescribed by doctors over the internet. He's like, it's not standalone. You have to increase your protein intake. You have to be aware that you have to do strength training and things like that, because otherwise you're going to be losing muscle along with the fat. And it's, again, this is not something people should.
That whole losing muscle thing has kind of been debunked at this point.
For all of these, I mean, I don't know. It's
well, for Ozempic it has, because what they're finding is that the way that they were measuring how much muscle you had in these studies was not by actual strength. It was by comparing the it was basically measuring how much fat versus bone versus muscle you have. But those analyses are not accurate. I mean, they're all estimates. So they can kind of determine how much fat you have by measuring your buoyancy and how much displacement of water you have.
So wait, they're going to throw me in a pool?
Weight. Yeah, this is the oldest and most accurate way to measure body fat percent.
Witches will float.
Is to effectively weigh you on a scale in water. So, and I remember when I lost a bunch of weight when I was young, that all of a sudden I started sinking in the pool. I was like, what the hell is this bullshit? That if I lay on my back, which for most of my life, if I lay on my back, I'll just float.
Oh, yeah. You're just like, fun. But I'm like a pool toy.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just going along.
Come on, babe. Jump on.
You want to ride the float?
Yeah, just it'll be fun.
Hold on to the handle.
Not my ears, goddammit. So, but all of a sudden, I would like lay back on my back, and then the feet would go straight down, and I would continue going straight down. I'm like, what the hell? This is bullshit. I don't like this.
Like, I don't like being in shape.
That's what happens when you get like under 10% body fat, is that it's not enough fat to float you.
People, if you need to lose fat, actually attempt it the old-fashioned way first, because these things, any drug scares me, because you don't know the effect it's going to have. You don't know what's going to happen then when you stop it as well. So,
well, we do know what happens when you stop it,
which is
you get all the fat back.
Right. Well, okay.
Yeah.
So this is why. No,
it's a lifetime drug. That's the general accepted advice at this point. Is
so for people like CSB who are like, I just want to take this short term to get the sugar down, it's an interesting choice, because I would think this was, I don't know anything about CSB's medical history, but I would think this is pretty far down the line.
I would say CSB, talk to your doctor and ask him about
one that you trust.
Dapagliflozin. DAPAGLIFLOZIN.
Spell that again, please.
Well, come on, he got it already. DAPAGLIFLOZIN. Because if you're looking for things that reduce blood sugar, this is going to be a pretty good one. Not medical advice.
And assuming you've cut down on the carbs and the actual sugars. And
I mean, it still works, even if you don't.
No, I understand, but if
you
want to
sushi,
lower,
this stuff still works.
If you actually want to lower it, you can change some lifestyle factors, and then
it all depends on why he has these issues. Is it insulin resistance? Is it a lack of production? Is it a too much stress? Like, all these things have an impact on your body's ability to quickly get blood sugar out of your blood.
Just let us know, CSB. We'll send you a clean feed invite. You can come on and talk all about your health.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go.
The trolls would
AI
love hearing
Health,
it.
the
Yes.
AI Health Show. Uh-huh. Yeah.
Well, AI is in some ways fantastic in the ways that I think, I saw an article that said it discovered some heart thing that could lead to death from EKGs. And what it did was it went through the history of EKGs of a bunch of people that died from cardiac arrest. And it was able to see things or find patterns in the EKGs that the doctors missed.
Yep.
For that, it's great. For people going on to like ChatGPT and going, hey, how can I lower my blood sugar? Yeah, not a good idea.
I mean, you'll get a lot of results.
Yeah, you will. Will they be correct?
Yeah.
Or will they be everything that was on Reddit from...
Yeah. But now, the old thing, I don't think anyone actually advises this anymore. But back years ago, chromium was considered to be a very good booster for insulin sensitivity. So it was something that would activate your cells faster with the same amount of insulin as chromium. But I don't really see that like advice being given anymore. So I'm not sure why. I think chromium is still in one of the supplements I take, but it's not the main thing in there.
And I'm using that as a browser right now. I mean, it's amazing.
Chromium, yeah. Well, it does double duty,
Cotton gin in the troll room dropped from 255 to 144 pounds by walking every day and giving up booze and soda. Well, how much booze and soda were you drinking?
Probably 1,000 calories a day.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt it. It's like that'll be quickly because it's like what every 3,000 calories, something like that, is a pound for it's in that.
Yeah, it's 3,600 calories for a pound of fat and 1,800 calories for carbs.
So you have to know what you're putting in. He just said a lot. So yeah, that was the boozing will kill you.
I mean, if you are able to get to 145, what do you say?
He is at 144. Yeah, like lost I know.
That's literally a chick weight.
Are you 5'4"? How tall are you?
Are you way shorter than me, or what's the deal here?
I thought he was like 6 foot. So which
that I would say that's not a healthy weight then.
Eat
not
a few
medical
cheeseburgers.
Advice, but yeah, eat something, man, because that's if you're 6 feet.
Yeah,
you should be like 165. Oh my God, you should be 170.
He's overworked. He works for Amazon. He's an overworked Amazon employee.
Do they all work for Amazon? Is that what you tell me?
Everybody is.
Everyone.
Right. It's the Pembroke clan.
Exactly.
They all are Amazon or Amazon adjacent.
So basically, they're all robots.
My brother-in-law is about the same. He's about 6'1", 6'2", probably about that same weight, and he has always been. And he works for UPS, so he's constantly again.
So we see a pattern here, don't we?
It was the guy. They actually banned him once from the Christmas, around that time where they would have where the drivers would come in and they would have pizza or something.
Yeah.
Well, he once ate 2 full pizzas by himself. Like 2
So he doubled his weight in one day is what you're telling me?
And he didn't gain weight. I'm like, okay, these are the people they need to study. Because he eats. It's not like he's a dieter. He just eats and somehow the weight doesn't go on.
Well, I mean, that's there's a few things there. One is if you have a poorly active gut biome, then you're not going to extract as much caloric intake out of your food. You're going to just poop more of it out unprocessed. Then of course there's just the efficiency of your metabolism and how well your body utilizes the energy that it does have.
He's on a lot of nicotine. That probably burns right through it.
A lot of nicotine.
Yeah, he's a smoker. Yeah.
Yeah. And I would be curious to see like what is your normal body temperature? Because I suspect a lot of these people that can eat a lot and then not gain weight, they also hot. Yeah, I think they're running hot.
And I'm cold. I'm always cold. I'm never 98.6. I'm always like 97.4.
Yeah. It's more efficient. when you run cold, you don't require as much energy for heat maintenance. So that gives you more energy to build up a gut with.
Take a few probiotics, ESB, not medical advice.
Yeah, probiotics are good. I'm taking those. Those are always good.
They're on the list. You got the prebiotic, you got the probiotic, Bulgarian yogurt, of course.
Love the Bulgarian yogurt. It's great stuff.
You have to fly to Bulgaria once a week to pick it up, though, with the cooler.
I mean, not that often.
Every 2 weeks now, as you got maybe does it have a longer shelf life?
Like every 2 months now.
Oh, well, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Plus Bulgarian women, I'm guessing they're nice.
Dude, Bulgarian yogurt, I've got some in my fridge that's probably a year old right now.
How long does it last?
Indefinitely.
Really? It's like honey?
Yeah. Well, it's not quite like honey, but it refrigerated, not sitting out in the open. It's going to taste bad if you do that. But, all that happens is the little critters there, the bacteria, go to sleep when they're in the fridge.
Oh, that's cute.
And it's sealed up. It's got an airtight seal, so nothing else is getting in there. And so it's basically, I mean, I'm sure there's probably a date on there if you buy the stuff made in the U.S., but
no, but you're not. You're picking it up
but
right
it
from
tastes,
Bulgarian
goats
or whatever.
The same a year later.
What do they make? Is it goat's milk? What's the Bulgarian
No,
made
it's
out
cows. Bulgarian cows.
No special animal that has to make it.
No, it's a particular bacteria there. It's really good.
Why don't they just put that in other yogurts?
They do.
Oh,
they do. Yeah. There's Greek style bacteria yogurt. There's French style bacteria yogurt.
Oopa.
I like the Bulgarian bacteria yogurt.
It says Bulgarian yogurt is good for 5 to 7 days after opening.
Yeah. Or a year. Either or.
It says an unopened container commonly lasts until its printed date. Wait, sometimes they don't?
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes beyond if it has stayed cold. It appears normal.
Like a year. Yeah. Yeah, it's good stuff.
Appears normal.
Well, you can tell when you open it. It's got a particular smell to it and a particular texture.
It has that Bulgarian smell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Fresh Bulgarian.
My meat drawer broke in my refrigerator.
Oh, no.
I know.
You yanked on too hard or what?
Yeah. When you're yanking on your meat drawer, it has a tendency to give way.
Well, don't break your meat.
My meat just weighs way too much. The drawer couldn't handle it.
Oh, my God. Are you sure it wasn't the cheese that's accumulating in there?
No, really, because there was only a couple of slices of cheese in there. It was all meat.
All meat. Yeah, a little kielbasa.
I knew it was starting to crack, and I hadn't ordered a new drawer, which I did now.
Your meat was cracking? That's no good.
The drawer, yeah, for the meat.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And so we got the groceries on Tuesday, and I had like a couple pounds of, chicken tenders, had some pork chops, had some turkey sausage, had some ground beef, had some kebabs. So all of that went into the meat drawer. And when I went to go look the other day, like, okay, what am I going to make? Which has the expiration date the soonest?
Is it the meat drawer that has a little door that flops open when you pull out?
Yeah, well, you pull out the drawer and in the back there's a little hole so it gets extra cold air spewed into it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And when it got about halfway out, it just went poof, and the thing fell out. Oh my gosh, shit.
Oh no. My
meat was all over the place, man.
That's never a good thing.
And then, of course, using AI. Here's the beauty with AI. I mean, it led me to where I should have gone first anyway, which was Amazon, which had the cheapest replacement, like $55 delivered. But there were the usual like appliance places. And I know this is a third party cart, not the right official Frigid. The official Frigidaire ones were like 120 to 150 bucks.
Yeah.
For a plastic drawer. It's like, fuck you. I got to keep my meat cold, man.
You do? Oh, it reminds me of so I come back from my trip
to Syria.
Get to the house
in Austin.
And my garage is not opening.
Oh.
Yeah, because
squatters.
Right before squatters.
The snake
right
took
before
over.
leaving for the trip, I remember that I left my house key inside the house. But it's not a problem because I can just open the garage with my phone.
Right.
Except when the garage doesn't open. So I have the garage and then 2 additional locks that all have batteries that I can use apps to open. And amazingly, both locks, the batteries are dead and the garage didn't want to open.
Was the power out or was...
Because, well, it turned out that it was one of those ground fault outlet things had popped out.
Oh, GFC for the win.
Yeah, exactly.
Or the loss, depending on how you look.
Or the loss in this particular case. Yeah. Because apparently it rained a lot while I was gone. So.
And that's okay. Wait, did something get wet at the GFC outlet?
I don't know, but it probably there, if it detects a ground fault, and a ground fault is, it's different. It's basically when it's detecting there's power coming in through the ground wire, right? Which often helps. It often happens if something moist is around your ground wire.
Moist.
I don't know a better way to describe it. It's just leaking electricity. And anyway, long story short, I couldn't get in. So it's 2 a.m. I'm off my flight.
Of course you're getting home at 2 a.m. and the door won't open.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is perfect. Perfect freaking timing.
You're not tired at all.
Not at all. Yeah. Start the process of calling every locksmith that's listed on Yelp.
Who says they have 24-hour service.
And they all say they have 24-hour service. And most of the ones either don't pick up and say, leave a message, or pick up and say, I can be out there at 8 a.m.
Right. Just sleep in your car, dude.
Well, 8 a.m. doesn't really help me. And incidentally, it's like a humid 86 degrees outside.
Oh, well, it's like a humid 95 here, so I'm with you.
Yeah. Yeah, except it was at 2 a.m.
Oh, that's even less fun.
Uh-huh.
Don't you have hotels in Austin?
We do have hotels. I just spent the week in the hotels. So I'm like, well, this sucks.
Couldn't you text the snake?
Keep calling. No, I couldn't text the snake.
Open the door, Tigra.
Keep calling. And finally, I got a hold of somebody that answered with a very East European Russian type accent. And I said, so can you get out here? And he's like, yeah, I can get out. $400.
Not bad.
I'm like, whoa.
For immediate service? That's your caviar guy charges twice that.
No. What do you charge when it's not an emergency? $200. I'm like, okay, well, maybe I'll call you back. That's crazy money. I'm not going to pay $400 just to get in my own damn house. So kept calling and then went and got some snacks and drinks and stuff. And then continued calling, and then finally got a hold of another guy that was up in the middle of the night. And this guy says, yeah, I could get somebody out there in like 15 minutes or less. I'm like, perfect. Whoa. And what do you charge for this? Like $235. Like, okay. Not cheap, but it's reasonable. By the way, the standard rate for a locksmith to show up like during the day and stuff is about $125.
Can I ask a simple question as why you have never learned from your friend Brian Brushwood, who's done multiple videos on picking locks, how to pick locks?
My lock picking set is inside the house. Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, you got to keep a bump key in your wallet.
Yeah, I probably should have. Well, I could have just kept the real key in my wallet too.
Yeah, but this way you can get into any lock.
And again, getting electronic locks was supposed to be the fix for this issue, if it ever occurred.
Until the power goes out. Yeah, that's the issue.
So yeah, no, because the locks are battery powered. And the fact that I had two of them meant that one of them should have been working, but all of them were dead.
With the garage door, if the power goes out and it's hooked up to the garage door opener, you can't open it from the outside. You have to, which is something that most people don't consider. The guy shows up and he's like, yeah, well, we'll get you in the house. No problem. So he shows up, then he looks at my lock and he's like, oh, what's the matter? You got one of these.
Well, you've got one of these quick set level 3 locks, which are unpickable.
No.
I'm like, oh my God.
Is this a commercial for Quickset? Have you been getting paid on the back end, Gene? Come on.
Quickset. Use the short code GNN. Quickset. Anyway.
For your unpickable lock.
Yeah. So he's like, look, I could spend an hour out here trying to pick this thing and still not get you in the house. Let me see if we can do something with your garage. So I'm like, okay. I mean, I don't know what you're going to do with the garage. They have an interesting thing where they stick a inflatable bladder between the garage door and your frame of the garage door. And they kind of bend the garage door a little bit to be able to stick stuff in there. And then unhook the garage door. There's a thing you can yank on to unhook it from the motor.
Right. So if you can get something in there.
If that works, Please trying it. And he's like, you've got one of these garage doors that's unpickable. God damn it.
Wait, what did you get rid of the handle that's hanging down?
No. It's just made in a way where you have to pull it in a particular direction, which is literally impossible through this gap. So I'm like, okay, well, what are we left with here? He's like, well,
what do you got on the back of the house?
I could drill the lock, I guess. I'm like, all right, good. Do that.
Open windows on the second floor.
There's no open windows with this heat. What are you nuts?
I just mean unlocked windows.
No. And
why isn't your KGB training kicked in at this point?
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry. Just thinking out loud, Billy Bones.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm like, yeah, drill the lock, dude. I mean, I'll fucking drill it myself if I can get my drill out. Not a problem. That's the easy way. It's in my garage. Yeah, I can't get in the garage, so I can't get my drill. So, So he finally, he's kind of like, I hate doing this. And then he says, well, and of course I can't replace your key core because I don't have one with me that's this compatible with your locks here. Like, dude, don't worry about it. I just want to sleep. Not a problem. So finally he drills it out, gets the thing unlocked. Everything's good to go. So now I'm like, next day, I'm like, well, I need to get that replaced because now I have a drilled lock facing the outside of my house.
Yeah, which means anybody can come in
there. Well, no, nobody can come in because I've got other locks in that door, but still, it's not a good visual thing, right?
To beware of snake sign doesn't keep people away.
If anything, this would be like, this may be a drug house. And the cops just drilled your lock out. So anyway, go in and I order a new one of these. And I figure, okay, I don't want to get locked out again. So let me get something a little more modern, high tech. So I got
that's the answer. High tech locks are going to be the answer.
Yeah. So I got a fingerprint lock now.
Oh, so something Elon can access from space would be safer.
Yes. Elon can access it from space, but it's a fingerprint keyset lock. So that's supposed to be here today. I can get that swapped out. And then I'll be back to having electronic access with batteries that last a lot longer now. And so I can control it.
Trust any of your neighbors enough to have a spare key for your house?
Hell no. Wait, kidding?
Just, I understand. It's Austin, so I'm with you.
Dude, I don't trust the booby traps that the neighbors are going to fall into.
Gee, there was a package on your front door, so it said refrigerate, so I tried to take it into your kitchen and got shot by an arrow.
I always tell them if there's a package that says refrigerate, put it into your refrigerator, not mine.
You don't want to trip the booby traps.
No, which I should be getting one of those shortly here.
And then there's the hide a key concept, and those never work.
No. Those are horrible. I mean, I think I did have an extra key in the garage.
But you couldn't get into the garage.
I couldn't get in the garage.
Yeah.
So now everything's working. The garage is working. I'll have the fingerprint thing on here, so everything will be hunky-dory.
So really what you just need is a UPS battery backup for your garage opener that wouldn't get kicked in.
Seriously, I'm thinking of doing that. The problem is, I don't know how much of a UPS you need to have the motor for the garage not kill the UPS, because that's a significant amount of energy that's going to suck for a short period of time.
Right.
For sure.
Yeah, the little computer ones aren't going to work.
They're not going to. No. You're going to need them. Plus,
it's going to be $500 or more.
The temperature in the garage is generally over 100 degrees during summer, like all summer long. And battery backups don't like high temperature.
No, my wife learned that. She left her iPhone in the car when she got to work at 8:30.
That melted.
By 11 a.m., the thing was off the grid with the little sign on the front saying, heat.
Yeah.
No bueno. Electronics, batteries, and heat. Not a good combination. But you could do lithium batteries. They're usually better than the lead acid batteries for heat, but still not great. One of these battery backups you could do and run it from inside the house so the battery would stay cool and just run the power cable out to the garage.
I could, or I could just replace the outlet without a ground loop.
Yes, because you don't really need a G. I don't think this shit in our garage is a ground GF. I get kitchens and bathrooms, but I don't know if the garage makes any sense.
Well, I think the kitchens and bathroom. Well, I mean that they're kitchens and bathrooms because of moisture,
right?
And they're the garage because you don't want the fire in your garage.
You got insurance, right?
Yeah. But the inconvenience factor is pretty high with that.
Yeah, but would you get the full retail price on those ponchos that are $1,000 a pack?
That's a good point. That is true. Their ponchos probably are fireproof because they are Mylar.
See, there you go.
Yeah, in fact, people up in your neck of the woods might want to be wearing those inside out, of course.
I know, to get the fire out.
Poncho. Yeah.
But I was looking at all these things for battery backup. I mean, really, and I don't want to spend the money, but I mean, going the way of the Podfather with the natural gas powered whole house
generator.
Yeah. Because when you start looking at these small ones, and because for my parents, their power went out. I'm like, well, what could we get that would make sense? And the ones that are going to run your refrigerator and or sump pump for a couple of days are $1,500. So
it shouldn't be that much.
If you wanted to run for a couple of days, I mean, that's if you could find something.
Are you talking about a UPS or a generator?
It is not a generator. It's one of these battery.
Oh yeah.
And they don't get expensive.
There is a like the Blue Eddy, which is a brand name. Discount code Sir Gene. Blue Eddy has a battery now specifically for refrigerators.
Yeah.
So it's kind of flat shaped to go behind your fridge, and then you plug the fridge into it, and it'll keep it by default. I think it's 1 day, and then you can buy additional packs for it that'll make it 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, or 5 days. And it's battery power, but like even a small gas or natural gas
generator,
diesel generator will, I mean, like the fridge takes very little power, relatively speaking.
Yes. But you add that into the sump pump and that. But these were for like camping. And of course, they have the, you can plug in your solar to recharge and never be off the grid.
Yep. I've got one of those.
And then you can plug in your Starlink to it and always be happy.
Yeah.
Camping is a way different thing.
Back when we were young, yeah, for sure. Back when we were young is basically a tent.
Right.
And a lighter.
With air conditioning now. You got like, you bring one of these battery things. You got a little air conditioner. You can watch TV. I was
in Costco, and they had a tent that was like probably 6.5, 7 feet tall, probably 7 feet tall, and about 25 feet by 10 feet. I'm like, this is not camping. This is living.
Yes,
it's a portable house. That's not a camping tent. It's huge.
Like whatever happened to roughing it?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think this is roughing it now.
See, Brooklyn says $12,000 for a whole house installed. I'm like, well, donate, buddy. Donate $12,000. Yeah. I got one coming tomorrow. It'll be here. It's like glamping at home.
Glamping. Exactly. My dad's got a whole house like that too. I think that's the way to go. But man, if you're in an area which rarely ever loses power,
right?
That's a hell of an amount of money to pay for a day or two every couple of years.
Yes, for the what if.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I get it when it happened to my parents for 4 days, whatever it was off. If they didn't have any kind of way to keep the food, you would have lost a few $100s. And but
yeah, so what? Big deal.
The grand scheme of things. Hey, I have a fridge full of home run and pizzas, baby. So I mean, I don't want that.
I've got a garage freezer full of rabbits. So that's a lot more expensive.
I don't know about expensive. I know it would just be a lot messier
$28 a piece
if they thawed out.
Oh, it'd be very messy. Yeah.
$20 a piece. That snake's eating better than you, dude.
Oh, yeah. No, he's eating gourmet rabbits. These are not regular rabbits.
Oh, of course not. No.
These are AA Boy Scouts show quality rabbits or Future Farmers of America rabbits. So I get my rabbits from a guy who breeds rabbits for competitions for
in Siberia.
How cool looking they are.
So they can
No, in Texas. He breeds them for the whole country for like 4-H competitions, Boy Scouts competition. Like kids doing shit with rabbits. I don't know what they do.
Okay, there's an ISO for the beginning of the show.
That's a show title, actually.
Kids doing shit with rabbits.
I don't know what they do, but there's something. They do something. So that's what he breeds them for. So what I'm getting is basically show rabbits that didn't quite pass the muster.
Oh, man. So the bunnies were just short of having a great life, and now they're being fed.
Like their ears might be asymmetrically shaped or something, or
that's how you choose women, too.
Left ear slightly longer than the right ear. That's not good.
This seems like eugenics. This seems like very
it is eugenics. Stuff. I'm very pro eugenics. You know that.
CSB came in with another 48 and says, "Thank you, Dr. Gene."
Mm-hmm. Yo, can't be saying that. That goes against terms of service.
CSB, fellow Ozempic
not medical
taker.
Advice.
Nobody he spells Dr. DOKTOR, so that's different.
That's fine. That's the East European way to spell it.
You see doctor with a K on the door.
Yeah,
run! Not a real MD.
Dr. Frankenstein?
Where'd you go to school? What do you mean? What is this school you are talking of?
Bulgaria.
They got the greatest yogurt, let me tell you.
Uh-huh.
Great yogurt indeed.
It's good stuff.
But the people in the troll room, they're happy we're back. And I mean, certainly Mofo says it's really not even a Friday if he doesn't get Unrelenting.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
We send you right off into the weekend with a clean slate.
Well, I do think that this is one of the best podcasts ever made. It's just so few people have ever heard it.
That's why it's good, though. I mean, this is kind of like when you have the really, really high-end ingredients, like when there's only like 5 pounds of this steak created every year.
Yeah.
Well, you're at a very high end. Only the most elite can consume
the premium podcast experience.
Yes, you can't have the hoi polloi listening to the Unrelenting show. I mean, that just wouldn't work. Only we have the most discerning listeners possible.
Or more importantly, this is the only podcast done without a script.
Ooh. None? No script whatsoever?
None. We read nothing. We look at nothing. I mean, I've had my eyes closed the entire damn show.
Well, yeah, you're sick and you've had a long vacation.
Yeah. Can you tell my nose is getting a little stuffed up? So yesterday it was a sore throat. Today, the throat's feeling better, but the nose is starting to get a little more stuffed.
That could be a cold, Gene.
That is a cold. There's no could be about it.
Man, I mean, you should really be doctoring this up.
Should I get vaccinated?
I would get an extra dose. I would take a lot of vitamin D. I would take maybe like 60,000.
Take 60,000?
Yeah.
You're stretching that a little bit. That's bordering too much territory.
It'll just clear everything right out of your system that way.
It's actually zinc is the thing that I should be taking right now. That'll accelerate the progress of this a lot.
True.
And I put some zinc up my nose yesterday, which I think helped. It's in powdered form, so it works pretty good. Gets right to where it needs to go.
So it's like cocaine.
I mean, it's another name for it, I suppose, but it works really good for colds. It's a decongestant.
Well, that was like the one thing in the, remember Airborne when that first came out?
Yeah.
And it was just a bunch of crap thrown in, little supplement
well, it
kind
did
of
have
thing.
zinc and vitamin C and vitamin D in them.
And that, I think, was what was saved them, was like for, claiming things like zinc. Oh, yeah, no, that helps with, if you're starting to get a cold, zinc, vitamin C,
it's absolutely true.
But yet you got on an airplane and somehow you still got infected.
Well, the crazy part isn't getting on the airplane. I mean, you have a pretty high chance of getting infected on an airplane. The crazy part is I had the whole front row and I got infected. That's not right.
Yeah, but who was in the second row? The unwashed
I don't know,
masses?
some old people.
Wow.
No, it wasn't. I mean, they were still washed. I know that, but they were old. Notice that.
Gene's afraid of old people.
It's now it's not like the old days where I'd have the whole plane to myself, but beggars can't be choosers.
Yeah, I don't like flying anymore. I mean,
I don't mind flying. I just don't like people anymore.
That's that is the point. The actual flying. Would you take a pilotless plane? Would you take the?
Sure.
Like, it'll be fine. Don't worry. We'll get you from point A to point B.
Yeah, absolutely. I've flown plenty of flights in Flight Sim.
And you're like, the computer knows exactly what it's doing.
I know. Well, that, and then I know what to do in case the computer doesn't.
It's also true that you don't know who was in your seat on the flight to where you got picked up.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely true. And even though they disinfected theoretically.
Oh, yeah. Okay. This used to be a thing with COVID when they would actually go through and spray shit. Now I think their disinfect means somebody like waves their hand over the plane like disinfected.
Yeah.
I don't think they're putting the same money as they used to. I mean, you notice that too, like with the eye doctor where you've got the machines, like rest your chin here. For a while they were very much like, oh, let's wipe that all down before you use it. Now it's just like, fuck it. Who cares? Yeah,
it's just the dry Kleenex. Good enough.
Nothing for you to worry about. You're going to be
fine.
Yeah,
you're fine. So I looked at buying one of those eye pressure testers, and I ordered one, and then they canceled my order because they said they put the wrong price in there.
And what were you thinking you were getting it for? And
well, it's an eye pressure tester, so it tests the internal pressure of your eye.
Right, you have to keep your eye open, and now it just goes beep.
Yeah.
Where they used to have to touch it to your eye. Now there's some
they don't have to touch it. They don't have to blow at it. They just you just put it up against your forehead, and then they press a button and it tests it. What it does is it basically it shoots sound at your eyeball and then measures back the reflection of that. And the firmer your eyeball is, the higher the pressure is inside, the more direct the reflection of the sound is. So it's a neat way to do it without actually touching anything. But the machine's about $2,500 if you get it here. And it's not very complicated. It's not very big. It should really be a lot less. And it's about $1,200 if you get it in China direct.
Oh, well, that's what you want from Alibaba.
And I found one on Alibaba for $600. So
it was refurbished.
I don't care. That's fine.
They've been testing it on Yak Guys.
Apparently, this is their little bait and switch thing where they're like, well, yeah, that was for a different one, not the one you want. The one you want is $1,200. You want us to change your order? No, give me my money back. So I ended up getting my money back on it. But I think it'd be a useful machine to have. It's just kind of, I don't know. I mean,
it's certainly
all the medical devices are overpriced
for anybody with glaucoma or something like that.
Yeah, that's because you want to test your internal eye pressure.
You don't want your eyes to blow up.
No, because the higher the pressure, the more chance that your optic nerve is going to start deteriorating, and then you're really fucked.
Which
more
is not
chance
fun
for little particulates to end up in your eyeball, and then you're going to have to drink a lot of pineapple juice to clear that up.
Get a lot of floaters. I've always had floaters. They are the worst.
Yeah,
but there's really nothing you can do that.
I'll drink a lot of pineapple.
Wouldn't, and I do. I like pineapple.
Mm-hmm.
but anything they can do
Remoulade.
actually for and then you get that in the quercetin too.
Mm-hmm.
The, kind of straining the eye fluid for the floaters. Well, then that's very dangerous for your retina because if you're susceptible to retinal detachments. So, I just get to deal with the garbage.
The surgery for that isn't too bad. They do it with a laser now, so it's non-invasive.
Yeah, they zap them sons of bitches. It's like fucking Space Invaders.
They just heat them up to past boiling, and that essentially breaks them up into molecular components.
And then your eye can filter the smaller pieces out.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And it's an outpatient procedure, so it's not a problem. Not medical advice, but I think the bigger issue is it doesn't do anything to the cause. It just treats the symptom.
Well, the cause is little shit falling into your vision. There's the vitreous of your eye.
You're basically shedding. It's like dandruff inside your eye.
Yes. And I remember watching. I have one floater that looks like a fucking noose. It comes down and then there's a round, there's a circle below that.
Yeah.
And I watched it because it was at the right, and the floaters usually, they kind of look like shadows, but this, when it was happening, when it was actually detaching, it was clear and it was dark and you could see the whole thing happening. It's like, and now I've seen that for years, that thing every now and then just floating in the field of vision.
Now, is it moving its arms around while it's floating?
It should be.
I mean, that would be a little different, but
I've always
you're
had
seeing
those
tardigrades inside your eyeballs.
And, you just have to learn to ignore them. I mean, as a kid, it was
you
like,
shake your head around to move them around.
Yeah, well, you can move your eye.
Like your whole eye is like a snow globe.
Exactly. That is exactly what is going on with the floaters. And if you sit there and you keep everything for a while where you're not moving, a lot of times they'll move out of the way.
Yeah.
But with only one eye, it's even worse. So that's like if you're driving or something like that,
sure.
It's like, oh, no, wait. You don't want something to move in front of your vision.
My dad developed a device that lets you look at the inside of your eye. You can see all the floaters. You could see your actual retina back there. It's pretty neat. But it's basically showing you what the image that is coming into your eye looks like through the same eye.
Interesting.
Yeah.
He didn't make $1 billion from this that he could leave for you.
I kept telling him he needs to patent this thing, and he's like, too lazy. Don't care. I'm
So
like,
he is
but
your
it's
dad.
my money
Right.
after you're dead.
You're like, this could be $1 billion contraption.
I know, right? Because I've never seen one of these. Every eye doctor he's ever talked about it to is like, interesting. They have never seen anything like it.
They all want to take the pictures, but if you have something that you can monitor,
you could literally watch it in real time. So you could see all the movements. You could see everything happening in there.
that's awesome.
No electronics. Old school.
Well, that's why. Like, we can't make money on that.
No, exactly.
You publish those plans and anybody with a mirror and a 3D printer is going to be able to do this at home.
Yeah, no mirrors either.
Really?
Yeah.
How does it work?
Yeah.
It's
Magic.
Top secret.
Well, I'm certainly not going to divulge that on here, but it's
Not on this show, not with these people listening.
No. But if he doesn't make it at some point, I probably will.
Do we need more medical stuff so people know what's going on with their own body?
People like monitoring their own self stuff.
I'm keeping away. Elon, man, where is the eye implant? Where is the retinal replacement? He's promised this for years.
Mm-hmm.
I can't believe I've been dealing with this shit now for 10 fucking years.
That's amazing. Yeah.
Time flies, right?
Yeah. Well, and the big thing too is just, you probably, you at some point should talk about what people should do to avoid losing one of their eyes.
Anytime you see anything weird in your vision, go to a doctor.
Okay. Well, and then what?
And then have a good doctor, because that was the other problem.
And then don't follow the doctor's advice. Exactly.
Had the first guy, which, no, we can take care of that. No big deal. Well, as I think I've mentioned before, the day that will stick out for me was, well, it's a retinal hole. It was not a complete detachment when it was found. And it was like, well, we could do that with laser, but we're going to need to get a referral from your doctor because of the insurance. So I guarantee you with 99% accuracy that if they would have lasered it at that point, the detachment would have never happened. So would still have vision in that eye. So congratulations, insurance retardation.
Yeah.
And then that led to multiple surgeries, which led to multiple thousands more dollars of procedures that had to be done.
Yep.
It's just unbelievable.
Insurance is the worst, dude. It took literally 5 months to get insurance to pay for the Ozempic.
They're like, you're too healthy, dude.
I'm like, I'm anything but. Jesus Christ. Have you looked at my medical chart? Geez, I'm the epitome of the candidate for Ozempic.
No, you're fine.
What's your blood sugar at? Don't really need it. It's just ridiculous. And finally, after 5 months of getting the doctor and myself and everybody writing letters to the insurance company, they finally approved it. And then once they approved it, now I got a 3-month supply for $25.
Oh, that's insane.
Right. And they don't care. Nobody's paying the full price anyway, except for the people that are buying it without insurance.
Yeah, the ones buying it from Canada.
Yeah. But it's like, dude, you made me jump through all the hoops and then you approve it anyway. So it's just stupid.
Well, that's part of the game because there's a lot of people that aren't going to complain. So they'll just go away and die like a person should.
Literally what my cardiologist said is like, he said, I think that they just take a random percentage of people that doctors send in the scripts for and just deny them because they know that probably half of those won't be challenging it.
Right. Because
they'll just say, oh, well.
I'm not eligible. Oh, well.
Yeah. And it's crazy because the amount of money we pay for insurance in this country. And most people are not really aware of it because it's kind of bundled in with your salary. It's like if anything, you might pay a percentage of what the insurance company premium costs. But for those of us that are consultants and are paying our own way, I've been paying over $1,000 a month for insurance for years.
And then they say, no, we're not going to give you
the $12,000 a year, even if I do nothing.
I don't know if we'll get this answer before the end of the show, but CSB in Eurotrash land, what do you pay for Ozempic?
Oh, yeah, probably nothing.
Oh, this is for Italian. It's great. We have socialist medicine.
Yeah.
I go see Dr. Igor and he gives me a shot.
Yeah, the Europe has bureaucracies up the wazoo as well, but they're not accompanied by high prices, at least for this kind of stuff.
So it's a plus, I guess.
Well, it's not. I guess it's a plus. It's really more of a minus for us than a plus for them.
True. Well, yeah, you have to be able to get the coverage and you have to be able to be approved.
The irony on all of this is that before Ozempic was a brand name patented thing, you could get the exact same peptide from one of the gray market websites for like $200.
Well, yeah. It's been around for a long time. I know my doctor that retired said he's been giving it to people for 10 years and it had
ever since the Gila Monster.
And it's interesting because there's a lot of negativity with this drug. And I think that stems from people that are taking it in an irresponsible way.
Have no business to take it. Yeah.
Right.
Like my niece buys it. I'm sure it's without a subscription or prescription. But, she wanted to lose 10 pounds.
Yeah, that's not the...
No, it's not. It's crazy. People that are within the bounds of normal weight should not be taking drugs to lose weight. It's people that really have enjoyed a lot of food over the years.
Or you have the diabetic problem.
Yeah, because it was a diabetic initially only for diabetics.
Which is why I understand then when the doctor that retired was like the people I gave it to overall really good. Saw benefits to the kidneys, saw benefits to the heart, saw benefits to everything. But it's for the people that the drug
the latest on it is
for. No.
There's actually been a study that shows that it will regenerate the cartilage in your knees.
No.
Yeah. Nothing else does this.
That's wild.
There are no other drugs that'll do it.
Because I can tell every now and then if I sit long enough, the right knee starts like, if you're sitting in a car and like can't stretch it out, or at a restaurant, like, oh man, I'm going to need a fucking knee at some point.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, most people that are overweight eventually will. But this is the crazy thing is they've done a study now that show. Now it's not a human study, but it's a animal study. Yeah, rats. That they all the rats have bad knees.
Hey, did Nick the Rat ever thank you for all your donations?
Yeah, right. No, never. But and they do a study that basically has half the rats losing weight by just eating less, and the other half lose weight with basically Ozempic. And then they do that for, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months, whatever. So the rats are the same weight. Because the original argument was like, well, yeah, you get lighter, so your knees get better. Sure.
Right. That would make sense.
But what they found was the rats that had the GLP-1s and that were getting taken by them, they had knees that were significantly better, or not just knees, but the cartilage was literally regenerating, where they wasn't when they just, the other half, the rats just lost weight.
It's like the fountain of youth, man.
It is. That's why the Gila monster is such a cool critter.
So you have to get one now.
Yeah, I need a pet one.
Can you like extract a little bit of what you need from the?
Yeah, you totally can. It's not. It's not invasive. It's just it's the poison they make.
You're like, bite me, Gila monster, bite me now.
You don't really want that, but
it's just like Ozempic. People are going to be running out.
Yeah, buying Gila monsters.
They're going to be like poking a Gila monster trying to get bit.
Yeah, yeah, because they collect it, dry it out, turn it into a powder, and then use that for creating the actual drugs.
The more you know, kids.
Not medical advice.
So add up all of your bingo cards, see where you are. And if you won, be sure to go over to unrelenting.show/donate and
or Orgasmic Honey.
Make a large. You like that artwork. Everybody liked the Orgasmic Honey artwork. I couldn't figure out why, though.
The damn domain.
I know.
I better keep using it.
Was this our exit strategy?
Well, I'll tell you what, after buying that shit from Australia that got recommended to me, I'm kind of thinking overpriced honey might be the way you go.
Yeah, Cal from Lavender Blossoms has some delicious honey that he makes, harvests, whatever it is.
Okay.
Maybe we can get with him.
China?
Hey, Cal, do you want some Orgasmic Honey?
Yeah.
We'll be your partners, man.
That's our brand, man.
It's unrelenting. It's unrelenting. Just when you thought we were going to relent, it's unrelenting.
It's our brand, man.